New at noon, the pizza delivery driver who was robbed and stuffed in a trunk says he thought he was going to die. We're hearing from the 54-year-old Domino's employee who says that he was delivering a pizza when he felt a gun in his back, and that led to his terrifying abduction. These are the men accused in the case: Micah Quinn, who will now be sent to trial in the case, and Taylon Glenn. 24-hour News 8's Amanda Jarrett was in the courtroom for Quinn's hearing this morning as the pizza delivery driver testified. She joins us live in Muskegon this noon. Amanda, walk us through what happened here.
Sue, that Domino's delivery driver described a terrorizing experience, saying one of the men pulled a trigger on the gun to scare him. He says he was beaten. They knocked his teeth out. They left him bloody and barely dressed. Now, he says this all happened on March 19th while he was delivering a pizza. The driver says he knocked on a door, felt a gun in his back, and was told not to knock again. Moments later, he was stuffed in the trunk, and the robbers drove off. They stopped, and the Domino's employee says Micah Quinn made him strip down to his underwear. They took his clothes and forced him back into the trunk. Now, he says the two men drove him around for a half hour, maybe an hour, before they stopped again. When they told him to get out of the trunk, he said he thought they were going to kill him.
Told me to go and kneel down and pray. And,
did you do so?
Yes.
What did they do when you kneeled down?
One of them pulled a gun, he pulled the trigger on the gun, and it clicked, and it just clicked, and then laughed and said, "Ha ha, got you."
Again, that's just a piece of his testimony, very scary testimony as he described these details of that night. Now, the victim says Quinn was not the one to pull the trigger. The men told him to get back in the trunk after that. They stopped again, told him to count to a certain number, then he could get out. He did that. When he got out, he saw they were gone. He was able to go get help and call 911. Now, a detective testified this morning that Quinn has confessed. He confessed during questioning to this robbery. Again, he's heading to trial for this robbery and another robbery that happened just days before during a drug deal. Live in Muskegon this noon, Amanda Jarrett, 24-hour News 8.